What do you make of all of this attention now, especially with your son's new high-profile relationship?
It's been fun. People have enjoyed watching the boys play. They enjoy the podcast, certainly. That's a pretty big deal. And that's great. I mean, what you see on the podcast or what you hear on the podcast, that give and take back and forth. I like to say I've been listening to that shtick since they were toddlers. Because that is very genuine, very real, the way they interact with each other.
So we did see a photo with you talking to Taylor at a game. Was that the first time you met her?
No, I met her the first game she came to. I met her then, and we had a chance to chat a little bit and talk. There were so many people around, though. I didn't want to dominate all the time, so we talked and finding other people would come along. And we had a nice conversation. We were able to talk a little bit more. The game against Denver there, when she made it to that one. So that was kind of nice.
When you are talking to her, I mean, I know there's a part of you, I mean, she's a big celebrity. You do have to check her out as a dad because she is dating your son. So what's the conversation like?
She's very down to earth, very genuine, not the least bit airs or anything like that. She's not, just very genuine. And along those lines, she's, you got to look at the young woman that's the girl next door. An overused term, but really is, who has the other life where she's this incredibly mega superstar. It's refreshing when someone has that life, and really she's had that for a long time. She's been performing for huge crowds longer than she hasn't.
Yeah, true.
Over half her life she's been doing this. And for someone to be so grounded and so normal. I mean, I hate to use that word to say, as if I don't want to insinuate other people aren't.
Travis said on their podcast that you actually now have started listening to her music.
Yes, I have.
Do you have a favorite song?
I'm old. I'm going to revert back. You Belong With Me.
Oh,
that's old. That is such a
good
sweet song. It really is. And it's a great little video they made to go with that. That's probably still my favorite. Although, I just Cruel Summer a couple times lately. That's new.
It's number one now, and it's not even.
Yeah, I didn't know. No idea. But yeah, listen to that. And I made a huge mistake. I went out and bought 2 or 3 albums of hers, loaded in the music app, so listen to whether I've got Wi-Fi or not,
Yeah.
After I did that, then I went on YouTube and started listening to interviews, and I came across that business where she had this dispute with a music guy who's trying to control things.
Yes.
And
that bought her masters out.
Yeah, and just re-record them. So they have these tailored versions afterwards.
Yes.
And I wasn't slick enough to. I didn't realize at the time I wasn't buying the tailored versions of everything. So reading stuff like that, I think, gives you a much better insight.
I love this duo. I love the thought of the two of them together. Do you think they're a good match?
I think they are two very, very driven professional individuals. I think they're very supportive of each other, which is key. I mean, if you were just to look at this, this is a rough time for either one of them to have a relationship. She's in the middle of this ginormous tour, all right, taking a brief respite. He's knee deep in your NFL season. He takes his just as serious as she takes hers as far as commitment to their craft. I think they're a wonderful couple. I think they deserve a great friendship with each other. And if it ever goes to more than that, who knows?
I like that. You're a cautiously optimistic daddy. I like that.
I just think it's great that two wonderful young people, and they are enjoying each other's company and supporting each other in their endeavors.
Has Taylor been able to meet the whole family? Because like Jason and his wife and
No, I don't believe so. I don't believe so, not yet.
So what are those nieces going to think when they meet her? Because they're just as cute as they want to
be.
Oh,
they'll flip over, no doubt.
You said they encourage each other and they support each other. How do you see them doing that?
I'll go back to how they basically support one another. One of the things, when you go back to the summer, and on one of the podcasts, he talks about he had tried to get her number to give her a friendship bracelet.
Yeah.
Couldn't get in to see her beforehand because she doesn't see people beforehand, saving her voice. At the time, I kind of wondered, is this a little conceit here or something? And nothing can be further from the truth. This girl takes that business dead serious. I mean, she realizes people are spending a lot of money, and before her shows, she does not want to be distracted by anything. Wants to dial in and focus on what she's doing, and is fully committed to. She has fans for a reason. It's because she does a great job, and I think she's very committed to that. And I think Travis supports that, and I think she realizes how committed Travis is to the sleep requirements. 10 hours a day, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When your body's going through those kind of things. So I think they're both very supportive of each other.
The Eras Tour is in theaters now. Do you plan to go to the theater to see it?
That's a possibility.
Okay.
During the middle of an NFL season, it's tough to get time to do anything. I mean, it kind of revolves around the games and the boys, plus the granddaughters. Now, I don't know. Wyatt, the oldest, I don't know if she would enjoy that or not.
I'm sure she would. I think a granddaddy date to go see the Eras Tour would be a lot of fun for her.
We'll have to see. We'll see.
Our Entertainment Tonight audience knows him a little bit, but we're just really getting to know him on this side of the aisle. So what's something about Travis that you think fans would be surprised to know?
He enjoys going to Operation Breakthrough and playing games with the kids.
We talked to Donna Kelce about it a little bit during the Super Bowl, watching the kids have so much success. But what's it been like for you watching your sons just have so much success in life?
You're very happy that your children, one, have jobs, are very productive. Even more so, they have jobs that really enable them to do a lot in this lifetime that most of us don't.
Yeah.
Very happy and very proud of, what goes on the field is great. They've worked very hard. They've stressed their bodies. They've done everything from nutritional to physical conditioning to the mental aspect of the game. They've done all that and they excel at that. The joys are compounded and really rise to a whole another level when you see the things that they do off the field in the community, with the stuff that goes into the Children's Family Network in Philly. And again, Operation Breakthrough, just went to an event there last night. These are organizations that impact people's lives in a very real manner. I mean, Jason channels whatever funds he can raise really goes in to help disadvantaged children and to help families too. I'm not much for social media anymore because in the last year it's just exploded.
Yes.
As far as I'm concerned. And if I got 2 days to kill and wade through all the messages and notifications, the stuff that strikes home is I'll hear from people that their son or their daughter has autism. And how much, as a parent, they appreciate what he does. You walk into Operation Breakthrough, and these kids come up to you and start talking to you about how this place has changed our life, and Travis has pitched in there. He's helped that, take it to the next level with bringing services to high school. So that's the stuff you're really proud of.
I love that.
You congratulate them. You're proud of their hard work and dedication to the craft. The other stuff, the off the field stuff, that's just stuff that makes Papa proud.
That's the measure of a man. Yeah, that off the field stuff for sure. Let me ask you about on the field though, because Super Bowl day, what was that day like for you when you knew your boys were going up against each other in the biggest game possible?
First of all, they're both on offense, so pretty confident there wouldn't be any fist fights. All right? With both of them on offense, they wouldn't be facing off against each other. It's a mixed emotions. There's one guy, it's going to be the greatest day of the year for him. The other guy, there's 30 teams that would have liked to have lost that Super Bowl. Try and tell that to Jason. I mean, he could care less.
Right.
So it was an eventful day. It was fun, but by the same token, they played enough sports throughout their lives to know somebody's going to win this, somebody's going to lose. And I'm not going to spend a lot of time fretting about it.
They're both great teams again this year, and it could happen again. Is there a part of you? Okay, so
don't jinx it. Don't jinx it.
Say that the Chiefs do make it back to the Super Bowl. Will there be a seat there for Taylor with your family?
Well, without a doubt. In the middle of Far East tour when the Super Bowl happened. So, I've looked at that and wondered,
Exactly.
But, of course there would be.
We've seen, her cheering at your games. I can't wait to see your whole family at a concert of hers, just rocking out and having a good old time. I can't wait to see that.
Well, if she gets back in this country, you may see that.
Well, I'm glad that you guys are getting a lot of love right now. Your family just seems like, so much fun. And and it couldn't happen to a better family. So, and I'm
Well,
glad
thank
you
you.
approved.